it's a pleasure for me also to share my viewpoints with the on this desk or in this platform. As everyone knows that Government of India and the MNRE has very aggressive plan to set up nearly 40 gigawatt by the end of this by 2022, and it's overwhelming, it is challenging, and it's a revolutionary mission also. Setting up such huge infrastructure, it's going to give us a lot of advantage, and we will be go green. The concept will happen for sure. However, execution of this kind of the huge ambitious project has also got the side effect, or it has got also certain connotation. Such projects are have the financial assistance provided by the central government, and because of this financial assistance, because of this financial assistance, the project cost is getting a reasonable payback period or the ROI, and as a result, a lot of enthusiasm are being observed in the market. Having said that, many of the times we are able to visualize in the hindsight when the such huge financial assistance provided by the Government of India, it's nothing else but the residuation of our own income tax amount what we have paid. Now, having said that, it's our own and joint responsibility to see that whatever the amount being spent of setting up the solar system, it should be able to perform to its given service life. It's very necessary. Everyone knows that, may it be the ground mounted project, may it be the rooftop project, the efficacy of such projects are depending on what? There are the three major things: solar panel, inverter, cable, structure, and balance of supplies. I know that, and we all know that because of the MNRI certain specifications or the guideline, now the PV module business is safe. The manufacturing of PV modules are in India with the certain DCR components. We are having adequate expertise in manufacturing or producing the structure with the hot dip galvanization and all. So as with the cable also, we are sufficiently and adequately expert. But when it comes to the matter of inverter, we are purely dependent on the overseas. In India, more than 90% of the inverters are imported from China. Balance 10% would be from other part of the world. And billions of rupees have been spent, and those inverters are installed and are currently performing. My context or the subject of this session, that we need to be dependent on the overseas whenever it's a matter of inverter. Friends, it's my subject. Let me introduce myself. Other than that, what Dhwani had shared, I am representing a company named Rotomag Motors and Controls Private Limited, and I am the national sales manager for the inverter business unit. And we have got the huge manufacturing setup, and it's a company having a proud and privilege to share with you that we are the first company who can give the inverters with BIS certifications. This is India's first company, and it's a request and it's a time to be Atmanirbhar, to go into the inverter mode, and to make sure Bureau of Indian Standard, MNRE, has to do a lot in making the specifications for inverter, because I was listening to August elite speakers from Wari. Mr. Shetty was there, Mr. Kamboj, Mr. Mittal, so and so forth. Everybody has talked about a lot of things, and Mr. Kapil also shared about the made with the capex model, made with the resco model, made with the opex model. All models can deliver the ROI not only with the good quality of the panel, but equally at the same time, good quality of the inverters are also essential. Unfortunately, so far, I have attended many webinars, I have conducted also many webinars. All the time, everyone talks about the panels, everyone talks about the crisis, everyone gives a lecture on the post session, coming session. However, when it comes to the inverter, either they are aware of it or they are not too sure to talk about it. This is the component which is very critical, and it has its own significant value in the entire system. I will tell you how things are moving when I have shared the financial assistance provided by the government of India. See, our EPC fraternity has the kind of the working that that system should last of equivalent to its service life. However, between 10 years, if it is over, they are satisfied. They would be saying, okay, it is done with that. Now, it's a time we have to take care not only for that service life, not for that duration which has been warranty has been given to the end customers. We should ensure that every amount, every money being spent by the investor, anything, any financial assistance provided by the government of India, why the solar system should not last more than 20 years. The efficacy of this system must be there about 20 years. Otherwise, we will be doing a good things, everything would be there, but a time will come, a student today going to the college, down the line 15 years he would be working and struggling and trying to find out some solution how to get rid of this solar modules which has been installed by 20 years before, because they have stopped working, they have stopped performing. The inverters which have been installed, they are not available with the spares or nothing is there. Modules are going to last for 25 years, but inverters, it has got its own limitations. If we all the time remain on the dependent on the overseas supplies, tomorrow we will be keeping finger crossed and we will have question about the after sale service, about the replacement, or how to continue with that defective product made with that. You can't replace all the time panel, because panel has its own life. But when it's down the line underneath of panel, when the inverter has been installed and when it has not been properly taken care, what will be the scenario? Friends, it's very utmost necessary. It is wake up call. We need to go for the Indianization. We need to promote, assist, motivate the Indian manufacturer. BIS, which is currently not that active. Before December 29, the Laboratory of India, NABL, were not fully equipped with the testing facility. Hence, every time the advantage were going to the overseas supplier. With no zero entry barrier or with the minimum entry barrier, friends, many and many more suppliers are coming and selling their products in India. We don't have what kind of the products are we getting. I will give you one classic example. All the discoms are publishing their tender, and in that they are asking the inverter oblique PCU, power conditioning unit, should be capable to operate then the ambient temperature minus 20 degree to 50 degree centigrade. Recent tender of the state where minimum temperature all the time were not lower than 5 degree, yet it has been minus 20 degree to the plus 50 degree centigrade. This is nothing else but a copy paste syndrome. We need to come out of this. We need to make sure that a product like inverter, which is the most important part of the entire system, it must be as per the Indian condition. It should be the appropriately specified. Many of the times what we are doing, we are getting the products which give sometimes uh, as if like we are in a fool's paradise. There are a 3 kilowatt inverter, there are 3.3 kilowatt inverters are also available. Reason? There are the now solar modules are available with 330-volt panel multiplied by 10, so it is 3.3 kilowatt. To have the right kind of the backs optimization of the subsidy, inverter is now available with the 3.3 kilowatt. Whether this 3.3 kilowatt of the inverters are being sold in other part of the world, whether the product have been manufactured somewhere and imported in India as a 3 kilowatt or as a 3.3 kilowatt, no clarity on this. Under these circumstances, my dear colleague, my dear friend, entire the fraternity members, it's the most earnest request to support the Indian manufacturer. They can give you the right product, they can give you the after sale service, they will be available at your call, or whatever the service period has been, warranty period has been assured, that's going to be. There is numerous advantages. I know the august audience are capable to differentiate what are the products which are either imported or it has got some kind of the backup made available in India, made be through BIS certification, made be through MNRI restrictions, so and so forth. But it's it's the utmost necessary. Friends, it's a time to move away from the lip services. Let's all be pledge that for an Indian manufacturer, I will pledge 1% of my project cost and ensure they are motivated, they are promoted, and they are boosted up so that tomorrow will be the brighter, future will be the brighter, and it will be safe in the control of the entire Indian citizen will proud for the kind of the mission and the vision we are carrying for the renewable energy.